Welcome back to the fourth and final part of our Darkborn Priestess SOVL run. Just got to finish off the last segment of Act 2 here, see what preposterous amount of gold we can reach with our amazing, let's not call them slavers, let's call them involuntary workforce collectors. It sounds a bit more palatable to the tongue, doesn't it? A little bit of extra help from our new friend here, Valcor, and the all-star Lerny doing his job and supplemental forces. We'll try and get the shadows here to be a bit more useful. They're kind of, I would have loved an extra any of these units. I just had to take them for something. Otherwise, yeah, I think we're doing very well in terms of health, so we might as well take the harder path. We'll go for battle, then heal and go for the final boss. It's going to be an elite, but I think we're handling them somewhat easily. So I say that the elites in Act 2 are a bit of a mare compared to the Act 1 ones. As a kind of tip, if there are any elites available in Act 1, you want to beeline straight for them because they're barely any harder than the regular fights and you get twice as much gold. Okay, so again, I'll have you do all the tanking for me. Magnificent Hydra, go down the flank. You can fly over something, so be there-ish. And then I want the slaver units kind of split apart, so maybe one here to go this side and one here to handle that side. Crossbows in the middle to shoot things, and you're there to, I don't know, distract. I hope you're not the primary target, you're a bit squishy. If they did have any shooting, where would it be? There'd probably be some here and some there. If it's on that side, so be it. There's not much I can do about it. Okay, they have a mortar there. I can see what. Currently nothing. Good. They've positioned it to be directly behind a forest. That wasn't particularly genius. This is a new army from the new patch run. I haven't seen it before. It's basically all cavalry. That's outrageous. Look at the amazing cavalry army and a griffin and a wizard. So yeah, he's going to try and shoot something but can't because... I mean, that was in range. You could have taken that shot. You just chose not to. Okay, I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to beeline the chariot up here with the hope that they kind of try and push their way forward. And then I can flank them with something else later. No, I've gotten a bit too close to the side there. No need to tuck myself in that harshly. That's pretty good in terms of sideways twisting. Comes theirs. I can easily flank. This isn't great for our generating gold, of course, because they're all elite 2-wound cavalry. I can't really harvest a lot. I guess I'd like the Hydra to fight one of these bigger ones, or just get a flank. Make much of a difference, does it? Let's start shooting the light cavalry, because if I can do any damage to them, that will reduce the incoming fire directed towards me. 10 hits, which is good, and they only save on 5+ because of the reduction. That's pretty nice. They save annoyingly well, which keeps them a bunch of extra guys, but it went pretty well regardless. More standard cavalry moving around. So I'm not going to be able to outposition all of this, but I can outposition some of it. You could just come forward and shoot something, I guess. Worst case scenario is I could flee this unit from whatever they charge. I'd love for you to get a shot on the injured one. I might be able to start a bit closer to it. If I move directly, it should be easier to reach. Yeah, I can definitely reach it there, can't I? Actually, no, I'm actually better off just moving forward. Good. Want to scrape off the wounds on these before they can shoot me. Good. Moving all of their heavy cav first, which is fine, and then the 2 light cav presumably will go. So if it's just you, what I can do, I guess, is I can fly. I don't want to engage that head on, that would be foolish. Can I escape to the side here? I can probably get out, but I'm not going to be able to do any charging. Is that free, do you think? I think there's a tiny bit of separation there. Can we be a bit safer? That's a bit of a risk. There, okay, now we're okay. No way I can flank them, but I might be able to outposition them later. Griffin just sort of sits there awkwardly. Well, he can't draw a direct line of sight to much, so what I could do is I could put the Hydra into one of these, and then I could try and stick the witches into the side of this one, and then just sort of ignore these two for a while. So if I have you run forward, it depends where that goes. If I can stall to see where that positions, I might be able to get a better shot at this. So let's have you fly forward instead. Again, you could just flee pretty easily because you have better movement and all of this stuff, so just fly to there and shadow bolt this unit. See if you can take off the extra guy as well. Yeah, completely wipe the squad, fantastic. And then you're going to have to make a choice. Either if I direct you this way, I might be able to get them to forcibly choose between... Can't reach that artillery piece, I'm afraid, so this will have to do. Good, I now know where they are, fantastic. Can I get you over to... No, I haven't quite got the movement to escape all of this. But as long as I charge first, I could in theory flank this unit before they can stop me. The wizard on the griffin here would be able to charge me if it gets to declare its charge first, which don't think it'll be able to do. In fact, I can actually charge the bigger unit, which is quite juicy. But that does make it impossible for my witches here to achieve anything, because they'll be stuck. So instead I'm going to have you charge this one on the side. So you can pin that one in place, and I'm hopeful that I can get the witches in a position to flank that one. Oh, you're going to execute my poor chariot, ouch. Okay, we'll just take 2 wins, it's not the end of the world. Now flanking the shadows. Okay, how's this mess going to go? So we get 10 movement, which is pretty good. I can get to there. I can flank them without being touched by anything else. Of course, the griffin can reach me, but it can't draw... Oh, blast, it doesn't matter. The griffin can hit me regardless of the draw line of sight thing, because it can fly. So it can completely ignore that little provision. So what I need to do then is I need to get to there and twist in such a way that it can't see me. Like this. Okay, there you go, did it. So now the griffin can't draw line of sight. The only thing that can catch me is this, which I'll intercept. So then I can hit them in the side. I think that's in range. You would assume so, wouldn't you? Yeah, we managed to outposition all cavalry army. So they're going to charge me, which is fine. If I do this, they now can't stop me with anything. Which leaves you free to do this. And then I guess you could free up the chariot, because why would you allow them to side charge it? It'd be devastating. Everyone else there with you. I can't quite reach that, which is sad. If I was a bit smarter, I guess I would direct myself towards it when I had the chance. Maybe get immediately mortared here, which is fine. Got decent saves against it. It's more of an anti-infantry. It gets a lot of attacks and slaughters smaller arm stuff, but it's not going to be very effective against me. They have no other shooting, so don't worry about it. Let's just move stuff around. Zip you through here, maybe be more useful later. Okay, I can obviously ignore that pretty easily, but let's do some other stuff first. You've given me I can't quite get to the rear because of this wretched wood in the way. If that wasn't there, I suspect I could make it. No, it's going to be a side charge, which is fine. It should be enough to destroy them. Or at least win with our extra flanking power. Not with you hitting me in the back, that'd be kind of annoying. What do you think? Shall I shoot? It's no point in shooting at these, it doesn't really achieve anything, so yeah, let's start doing a load of damage to this annoying griffin. We could probably do very nasty damage to it because of our -1 save. Yeah, dead in one shot. Say -1 save, it doesn't really matter there because it was 2-1-1-1-2, whatever. They've moved to here, which is probably terrible when you realise that this unit is going to break and run. So you've just handed me a side charge straight into that unit afterwards. That's pretty great. So the only decision for me, do I want to use either Hex of Ruin or my extra attacks this turn, or do I want to save it for when I charge into the bigger blocks? Well, they get 2 attacks, which is pretty insignificant. I can ignore that. I'll get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 21. Hitting on 3s re-rolling, so 88%. Something like 18 hits on average. And I'll be power 4 on the charge against defense 5. They get 3 up saves, re-rolling the 6s. I do about 6 wounds, 6 to 7-ish. That's surely enough to break them, you'd think, and then I can get more casualties if I charge this one. I probably want to save Hex of Ruin for these 2 big blocks, so I'm not going to save them for all of that, so I'm going to be very greedy and not use any of my good stuff. I'm just going to engage this annoying chariot rather than annoying mortar here. There's no point in cover, so just Shadow Bolt it. Hopefully I can kill it in 1 turn. 1 wound, makes it easier when I charge. And then I'm going to skip this for now. I'm going to be greedy and hold on to it for these. Okay, so the Hydra. I don't suspect Lerny will have any difficulty here. They get to reroll their saves because of the spell from the wizard. They'll actually hold on. Yeah, we still win. We don't take any damage, but they might turn and face me here. Yeah, the wizard chinned them quite well. Okay, there we go. So what do we think? 18? Never mind, it's 20 of 21. And then their saves. They do 8, not... Okay, I did more wounds than I thought. Might lose 1, which is okay. Nope, not even. Can't roll -2, try as you might. Over here, we get a lot of attacks. I mean, they're just a light cav unit, they probably can't do a whole lot. Somehow managed to lose 2 shadows, which is tragic, but never mind. Run off the board, please. Where do they go? There they are off the field. Okay, you want to charge me now? I'll do this easy one first. You're stuck. I could be very greedy and I could charge that one in the back and flee this one. So you'll kind of flee out the way, and then I can think about moving. Once they charge, I can maybe get the chariot to hit them instead. So that would allow me to get even more casualties, and I don't take as many from that from the back. Yeah, that command is a bit of a hassle. I'm going to be careful with that unit. I'm going to get a nice surround. So I'm going to take the charge into the back of this. I'm going to flee you. You'll probably stay on the field, which is convenient. And then I'll start out positioning them with these things. Yeah. On the field, so you can be... Oh, that might be a bit far for a chariot, we'll see. That one knight there rallies. Well, I guess I can shoot you with these. And you kill a one wound knight. Yes. Thunk. Dead. Crossbow bolt straight through the eye. You're definitely going to use your max attacks this turn, because we've got a lot of knights to kill. I'm going to leave you to that. Ernie, I trust you. Over here, let's have you move to engage this annoying unit. I could engage it from 2 flanks simultaneously. See if I rally this. I do rally, so if I have to flee again, I can. Probably go straight off the field in this case. You've got nothing else to do but shoot this one. 3-up save becomes a 4-up save. Ouch. Really, really nasty against this elite stuff now, aren't we? And then you can greater ruin this unit to make it defense 2. So we're going to pretty much kill them all. Okay. Yeah, that's a piece of cake. Oh. Wow, not a single hit. 1-1-1, 3-3, 2-3, 2-1. That's Imperial Knights, elite heavy cavalry, achieving nothing at all. We do no damage to the mortar, hilarious. But they still break because it's a flank, so they disappear. Okay, hoping for some more impressive combat from our witches here. Dreadcloaks. 24 hits, not bad. 5s, re-rolling 6s. Okay, they're still alive. I thought I could kill them all. Well, there's 20 wounds, I suppose. -10. It's not quite -13, it's not our record, but decent effort. Yeah, again, I might as well just flee them. There's no reason to get into combat with this unit. I could probably have the witches now flank them next turn. Yeah, just leave it. We're off the field, which is fine. Okay, if they go that far, I might struggle to reach them. You've rallied, if you insist. I don't want to use any spells or anything, so just start shooting them. I'll leave Lerny to go into them again. They keep running, so don't worry about those. You come up here and hit them in the back. And then here, they've moved so far with their charge, I'm not actually going to be able to reach them. I was hoping I could intercept them. Okay, what I'll do then to try and be a bit cheeky is if I put you here, I'll kind of move you this way. I hope they turn that way, which lets me get around them. I'm not going to shoot them because I'm now just trying to fish for gold, aren't I? I don't know, in case these come back, you can charge them. They won't this turn, but I might rally next turn. They're routing this turn anyway. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to get any gold off of anyone, because I'm not going to be able to reach here. I don't know, you just have some fun charging those. They've taken too much damage. For an elite, that was rather pleasant. They didn't really put much of a fight. I think it's to do with the fact that it's a cavalry army. The AI really, in general, struggles to effectively control these, like, elite cavalry armies because they're reliant on clever positioning and outmaneuvering the enemy, and it's not necessarily the AI's strong point. Kill this out of pettiness. I'd say that probably not. It gets away with it. Just skip the rest. I'm just going to have Ernie choose some more iron for his diet. Ignore the fact we're eating humans. I'm sure it's perfectly palatable. Tastes like chicken. I would assume. I definitely don't know what human tastes like. So yeah, the 1 wound, but it's healed. All the levels in the world. Fantastic. Windmane the Dark Pegasus. I don't really care about gold anymore. We're at the end of the campaign, so yeah, just take the attacks. Our Combat Pegasus here. You can tell because it's evil. The Spears have leveled. Fights an additional rank when we have so few of them that we're not going to get an additional rank, so no thanks, I'll just take the extra skill. Darkborn Crossbows have leveled. Yeah, 3 more is great. We will go to the camp before the final boss. We'll get those, so that's convenient. The Shadows have leveled. We're not going to get 2 levels to get up to Elven Bow Mastery 2, so I might as well just take the extra guys. So when I do the healing, I'll be able to get up to full size, because what, I get 2 to 3, so I'll get 4 to 6 when I go to a campsite and be at basically max size, which is convenient. You've leveled again. Hooray. We get Slaver, which is cool, but again, at this stage of the campaign, I don't think we're that fussed, and it has very limited attacks to generate, so we'll just go with Elf Steed Mastery 2, +1 attack on the charge. And then the Hydra, even more attacks. Yeah, go on. I think the clever thing here would probably be wounds to be more durable, but never mind. I want eight-headed Hydra now. More heads, more attacks. Shoot them apart early, so everyone at max HP just takes gold. Chariot's fine like that. You are okay because I can just heal at the campsite. You are in the same boat and you're in the same boat. Yeah, just cash all around. Cool, 812, not bad. We're basically exactly where we are, save for the shadows took a bit of a kicking. So yeah, into the next one. Against the Doom Swarm. Despite this being a regular battle, not an elite one, I suspect it'll actually be a bit harder than the last one. We're going first, okay. They'll have some annoying range stuff with which we must contend. On battle maps like this, where there's some sort of intervening terrain in the centre, I like to position all on one side. Justification being is that you'll engage the enemy stuff on this side first, while this stuff drags itself around here. So you can win the stuff, like 100% of your army fights 50% of theirs, you win. And then it's 50% against what is still basically 100% of the army that defeated the tail gets enacted. So yeah, I want distraction units on this side to kind of kite around. You can shoot over there as well. You'll be here just in case there's anything that can shoot at you. Let's put you behind the Hydra, like so. If there's anything shooting at us over there, we might be a bit out of luck, but never mind. Right, do they have any? No, they don't have any nasty long range stuff, it's all short range flamers, so piece of cake. We'll just pass then. Monstrosity. A couple of flamers there. We definitely want to shoot those, they'll be a hassle to engage. These aren't going to reach us this turn, I don't think, even with their pretty good movement, so just come forward and start hitting things. How far do I have to go to reach the flames, do you think? Other than that, I can see them there. Good. Am I safe from everything? Yes, there's no way they're reaching me, so... Oh, that's brilliant. All the 2s and 3s in the world. A slightly more accurate shot there would have done catastrophic damage. So they'd come trundling forward, so let's get you over to the flank here. See if you can catch them. Like so. Don't really care about that, do we? Again, if you just want to shoot a couple of flamers, well, at that distance you won't. You might have to flee away from when these charge. Skulkers, okay. You can start moving this way. We're going to need some more help in this direction. That doesn't really matter. I think no, they have. I say everything's moved. They still got that hasn't moved, so you can tell by coloration it's a bit difficult to squint. But the greyed out ones have not moved. The ones that still have the red on them are yet to go. So this, and this are yet to move. So I can't really go flying forward here and think I'm safe because I'm probably not. What I'll do is I'll put you up here. Okay, you're going for him. That's annoying. I'm not going to be able to intercept him. So I moved the Hydra already. That would have been the one unit that could catch them. Oh, I might have to flee you in that case. They'll kind of move to there awkwardly, and I can get behind them. Not with the witches though. That's a waste. I can probably send the shades at them and rear charge them. And then because they have terrible discipline and can't hit back, that will probably be enough to win. They remain where they are because they can't move. Leaves you free to kind of rocket up here. Start being a bit of a nuisance. Okay, am I safe? I can't quite tell. It's a bit further forward. No, I'm definitely safe. So this is fine. The only risk is next turn he might be able to move to flamethrower me. I think I'll be okay though. Pick off the flamer. 3 auto hits, power 5 should be enough to kill it. Yeah, as long as it doesn't roll a double 6. Good. Safe. And you've just given the flank charge to Lerny. Okay, well, we'll take it. Me first, eh? You can do that. They're going to do this. I'm not going to take it head on. You'll just lose all your health for nothing. I mean, they're going to die. The chariot will die regardless, so you might as well have it flee, not take damage, and get the kill on this unit. No, I'm not charging you in. So that's easy. The problem for you later will be, oh, you stayed on the field. That's remarkable. Annoying. They didn't come quite as far forward as I was hoping they would. It's a bit of a hassle. So it's going to be slightly difficult to get around the back of them. I'm going to have to take a side charge, aren't I? Yeah, I mean, they only get 3 attacks. I should be able to overwhelm them. We'll chip them away as well. Okay, I got away with it. I don't think they weren't able to reach us very good. Let's try rallying this while I have the chance. Yep, double one. Insane bravery. You're fine. Don't engage the Ratkin monstrosity with witches. That's a complete waste of our capacity. I can't use these yet because these are going to come barreling towards us, so I need to move some stuff over here first. Let's just have you back up a bit. So, good, I'm starting to see where this stuff's moving around. Everything on this side has already been used, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to start using stuff over here. Probably the best bet is just to shoot something and then run. 1.5 flamers. I'll just get over to this side of the wall so I can't be touched by anything in there that they haven't moved yet. Good, I now know where that's landed, so I'm safe to start positioning. I guess I can shoot them to death easily enough. How do I want to do this? You get out of the way so I have an escape avenue with my crossbows. Ah, they've reached the Hydra. I was hoping they can get away with it. He's going to have to run. And then you can shoot and turn. 3 2 rolling ones, pretty good. And then 4 ups to save. This should hurt quite a bit. Yep, exactly halfway there. I would rather not fight in close combat with a crossbow unit, so just do this. That's everything. Just going to watch chew on rat. Wonder what rat tastes like. It's half the unit instantly. You've done no damage. Congratulations, guys. Now they're going to charge it. What I could do is use Greater Ruin on this unit. It will reduce their power to 2, and with my defense 5, that means I save on a 2+. So I shouldn't really take any damage, and I should actually win despite the flank. So I'm going to let them do it and then assist magically. Otherwise, it can flank that. It would have been nice to Hex Ruin that this turn as well, but I can't do both. You turn the face. I don't care. You're not going to reach me with the flamer, so let's just pass. Good. Right. Who do we want to move first? Again, am I just going to have to force the witches? Oh, no, I'm not charging that in the flank with witches. That's terrible. They'll get 6 attacks rerolling, and it'll do a lot of damage, and I get 1 gold for the casualty. So we want it on. We really want the witches to hit that unit eventually, so let's just start preemptively moving around with the hope that's possible. I don't think they'll be able to see the Hydra there. We'll be close. No, we're okay. You can see from that line where their blue zone would be. So yeah, if I do win this, they can't charge me immediately, which is convenient. Chariot back into the game somehow. Oh, you can hit him in the side. That would be useful. I don't think you can quite reach, sadly. That's as far as I can go. And your charge zone is what? No, that's me, isn't it? So yeah, it's okay. So we can flank the monstrosity now. Do I want to take on... No. Taking on Skulkers from the front is bad. They've got 2 attacks each, so 18 attacks. So a lot. They'll do a lot of nasty damage. You want to flank them if you have the chance. I'd love for that unit to move first so I can put a flank on it. Let's have you fly over. I'll have you fly over and then charge that unit. So fly over, do our Greater Ruin trick on the Ratkin. The Alpha's here, so defense 1, power 2. They're pretty much useless. And then charge and kill those. Would you come to pester me? I'm not going to be able to escape this turn, so I'm just going to have to kill them. 11's not bad. That's mathematically enough to do it. And they die exactly 6 wounds. Perfect. And start running this way. Hopefully they target you and you can flank those. They keep running because they're rats. Not amazingly good at discipline checks. You've been spotted here, so just kind of move and touch out the way. Don't get flanked by the big monstrosity. Here we go. Can we win this? So they hit annoyingly well, but I get... Oh, because they charged. It went up from 2 to 3. Blast, they got me. It's only 2 wounds though. I should be okay. Yeah, and I do 6 because they're defense 1, so no problem. Big rat meal. Here, can I break these? That's not a great hit roll, given that I have better skill. I don't lose any of those. So they got bad discipline, they lost. Please run away. Yeah, they'd have to roll incredibly well. Good stats, the Alphas, but they suffer from the poor discipline that all Ratkin do. Now, I could flank this right now. I really want to rear charge it with something because it's got nasty damage output, so if I didn't, it would probably just turn and face me here, at which point I can take the flank anyway, so let's do that first. Your turn to face this. Guess I could rocket out of the way and charge those as a means of kind of escaping. Well, they'll turn to face me and then I can move around and start drawing them. No, I'm going to leave it. I bet the AI will do something silly and I can get a positional advantage. I'll allow the AI to make a mistake. So yeah, worst case scenario is I'm just going to take this flank anyway. It's going to be the exact same thing. They do largely what I'd expect. Okay, let's have you get out the way. In case this unit rallies, you can like rear charge it. So, where on earth are you going? Well, I can't catch them this turn because they've beelined away from us. Oh, maybe I can. I can, interesting. I can get a rear charge on the Skulkers, fantastic. They're still running, so I can't roll a discipline check to save their lives. You would be a great target to hit that annoying monstrosity. You could do a lot of damage to it. Perfect, we can reach it. So it gets its... Oh, okay, it would be a 2-up save, reduced to 3-up. It's just 1 high, defense 6 is saving it there. All of those 3s would have been wounds if it was defense 5 and it would have died instantly. Ah, well. Okay, let's try and position around this annoying monstrosity. Got pretty good movement, so I might have to send you in. But if I do, I can now use... I can use Hex of Ruin on that to help the chariot out, I suppose. Sort of get out of the way, please. Yeah, I can't... If I wanted to escape, I'd have to come like all the way out here. Which is a bit pants. Alternatively, I could not do that, just accept I'm charging with the chariot and put you into the flank. This unit's going to double heal anyway, so don't worry about it. I've got better movement than them, so I don't need to worry about that either. As long as I'm majority flank, I'm okay. Yeah, that's definitely majority flank. You seeing them there is irrelevant, don't worry about it. Done. See if you can shave off a couple more wounds here, give us a better chance. Nah, too tough. Still something left? Oh yes, you of course. Save that for later, don't need to use the cover. I'm barely using the cover spell. Pretty easy to outposition enemy shooting. All dead, no problem. Stick that in place. You can intercept those, get some gold off that unit. Otherwise everyone else is free. I'll leave you mobile just to see what happens. Right, they've aggroed on the most annoying unit. You can use your exploit weakness now, extra attacks for everyone. They're still running, they'll never pass a discipline check. I'm going to Greater Ruin this monstrosity here. Yeah, it gives us 2-up saves, which is fantastic. Now what I'd love to do is somehow get you to lock onto any other target that isn't me. So I'm just going to put them right behind here to be a right nuisance. And I have you come up right to the side. Surely you'll turn and face something, so you aren't just facing the witches. You kind of back away now. I don't want you getting charged head on. Yeah, come on, take the bait, you wretch. Don't shoot them. I want them alive. And you come up here to fire at some skulkers in case they decide to get brave all of a sudden. The one skulker. Here we go. So 3 hit, which is pretty good, and now 6+ to save, so do 4 wounds because of a power 7 against does 3. It gets to reroll its hits, which is annoying, but I get a 2-up save because of the spell, so you do no damage. Hurrah! It holds because it's fearless. It doesn't suffer any of the negatives from losing. Should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, you kill 3 instantly, and then the unit. There's another 3 for gold. Not quite as effective as the witches, but we'll take it. They break, which is nice, because now I can flank the monstrosity. All of its attacks will just go into the chariot anyway, so you might as well take the flank while you can. Everyone else, I don't know, chill out. Turn around. Hooray! Good enough. Can I get into its back, do you think? How cheeky am I? So I can see them clearly. I think that's a majority. If I go even further forward, no, you have to twist at least a little bit. Literally that 0.1 is enough of a twist to see them clearly. So there, let's give that a go. Hope it's majority. I don't know. What if I turned less and moved more? I don't know if that's better or worse than coming like further this way. I think it's worsening. I think you'd be better off doing it like this, getting really snug to their back arc. No, that's definitely worse. Hard to tell. I think it was possible from what I saw last time. So I'm clearly conceding just. I think it might be... I think that's bad. I'll give that a go. I think that's okay. They don't rally again. Everyone else just run away from them because I don't want to engage them in combat particularly. Spells, whatever. You're now shrouded. Congratulations. -1 to be hit from ranged attacks. Whee! Am I safe? Just skip everyone else. I don't want you shooting at anything. Yeah, don't shoot at those because it reduces their morale. I want them to hold on an extra turn if possible. Hopefully the death of this monstrosity here doesn't break them. Yeah, they're still holding on. Take 2 into the chariot, which sucks, but never mind. Good, we get a turn to harvest some rats. Is this rear? Yes, it is. Fantastic. Great. Nothing else to do. So it took a while, but eventually we got the 2 units engaged we wanted to, in the fashion we wanted. The rat Conchieftains use Deadly Strike to double their wounds, but you're not going to be able to fight there, surely. They're still running. Dear me, how cowardly. They're outing this turn regardless, so let's just shoot them. 5-up saves become 6s. Yeah, that second tier of bow mastery is vicious. No uses of greater ruin, so just skip everything else. Purely a question of how much damage we do. 20 hits, which is actually 24, and then a save on 5s, you're rolling 6s. So we get 20 of them, which is the unit basically. Plus an -14, new record, let's go. Thank you for the gold, rats. Sure, rats make excellent pets, don't they? Very intelligent. Just a short lifespan, that's quite sad. Okay, spells. Recruiter rank 2, fantastic. So Shroud, obviously, give everyone cover is nice and all. Coin counter, it's the end of the campaign, a bit of extra gold is irrelevant. So when we buy new units in the shop we're about to go into, they immediately go up to level 2, which is fantastic. Which is also leveled, just don't care, just more of them. Okay, you'll heal to full. Everyone here basically will heal to full at the camp, so you don't really have to care about taking any healing here. So the only thing to bear in mind, when at the campsite you get a round of healing for free, and you're given a choice between either a point of experience or a second round of healing. So no one here would benefit from the point of experience because they're basically all at a level there where it's not going to get them over the hump. You'll level regardless, because I can't take healing on a noble, so don't worry about it. So everyone's going to get healed, so you're full, take the gold. 2 to 3, you might in theory miss out on 1 shadow if you get unlucky, double 2, but who cares? You'll go to full anyway. You won't, however, in reality, we'll get 6 to 8 of them, and I don't benefit from any attacks for any more than having 14, so we'd have a huge number of extra ablative wounds, so going to a max 20. Why on earth it lets you increase the size of witches so much is unclear. That doesn't really represent any value, apart from having a huge amount of soak wounds for damage, but fine, to each their own. Gold, yeah, just gold on everyone. Can we get to... Wow, we got to 1,012 in the bank. Blew my prediction of 900 plus out of the water. What can we do with 1,000 gold? Let's have a look. Go to here because it lets us get to the campsite. Right, more witches. Hilarious. Why not? That seems good. I can buy the witches and the raptonites. I've managed to avoid... Well, I've avoided taking cavalry all campaign, so maybe I'll stick with the theme and go with the cheaper units and buy a bucket load of upgrades. That seems like a good idea. There's some nice upgrades here I'd like. So, yeah, we'll stick with our theme. No cavalry under any circumstance whatsoever, so leave the raptonites there. We'll take the witches. Slavers at this point is funny, but we're not going to be generating any more gold, so just unit size is great, and because we can improve it when we get to the camp. And then I don't really care about replenishment or gold because we're not going to get any levels, so I guess we are taking slavers. Really meeting the theme here, guys. Well done. And then you as well. Again, yeah, size. You're not going to have any extra guys to benefit from that. Or you could take the slaves, so obviously the size would be more the strategic option here. But you can get up to 15, which is, well, with spear units, you'd like them to be quite deep. But slavers, but it's it's the theme. We're slavers, we have to take it. I've got no choice. I'll take the bad option, quote unquote. Right, extra gold for upgrades. None of the really good ones on these. I don't think you can get curse standard in Battle of Fury when you first buy a unit. You're locked to the kind of tier 1 magic items and stuff. But Banner of Swift is good for speed, get me into my position. Melee upgrades for you because they do like to use you in melee. Swiftness for the spears and their own curse standard is good. I'll take that. Stuff for my characters, not really. Arcane Web's some utility. I'll consider that if I've got some gold left over. War Banner for combat score, I don't care. Banner of Mist for the witches, they shouldn't be a target in front, so don't worry about it. Banner of Fury for you. I'm not using crossbows and melee, that's silly. I don't need any of those. Those are pretty pants. I don't want heavy armor, it slows me down. Yeah, you can probably go at 35, and that leaves you with how much? Well, if it was 65, I leave 32, leaves you with 28, which is enough for a rubbish banner on someone, I guess. I don't really need any of these, so yeah, we'll just take Arcane Web, freezing them in a unit in place, convenient. And why not a Banner of Valor on the witches in case something goes terribly awry somehow. Command, why not? The command on the congratulations. Velcor the Tyrant he lives up to his tyrannical name. He's very good at controlling troops. 3 gold left over. We did manage to spend it all. You can always spend all your gold. So we'll level Velcor. Don't care, don't care. Take the attack. The other 2 aren't going to be relevant, so go with the killing things thing. Either it's an XP for the guys who are full HP or healing for the guys who aren't. That's not good enough. I know you might as well heal to full. You might as well heal to full. You've got no choice. Might as well heal to full. No, we did get double 2. That's unfortunate. XP, XP. Good. Okay. So this is what our army looks like now. Oh, it became massive all of a sudden at the end there. Right. That's witches. 21 witches in a block. That's outrageous. You don't need to be stretched that far across because you get all your attacks in that formation. You're fine. In fact, you can be... that's annoying. Having one would be better off like that then. We don't benefit from extra attacks, but it's just about being unwieldy in deployment. The spears benefit from 3 ranks when fighting, so I'm happy to leave you 3 deep. The witches do not. I'd much rather you be stretched out to maximum like so for your attacks. And then learning in the chariot are fine as you are. You're fine as you are. Everyone else is solid. Okay, so there you go. There's our full army at the end there. The benefit of having so much gold. This should be... How many units do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Okay, we'll compare that to how much the final boss here throws up. The Unholy Alliance. So, humans and orcs, I think, cooperating. There you go first. Okay, same strategy. Chariot on the flank. Everyone kind of back so I can deploy stuff as I see fit. I'll put you here so you can kind of fly over. I want crossbows on this side to shoot things. Probably... I'll put the Hydra up here for now and then we can move over. Shadows can come here and distract. Witches here to generate gold for me. The other witches on that side. Generate gold, we don't need slavers anymore. I've been hardwired to care about it now. Ordinarily I'd stick everyone on this side to try and bait the enemy around, but look what happened. I've got too many units to really do that effectively. They'd all be kind of here. That's pretty ugly. I mean, it works, but it just means anything that can shoot us here is going to hit the witches, which is pretty awful. How on earth do I want to do it? Well, maybe I'll use you as the tank on that side. If there's anything shooting us here, so be it. I'll have to take it. Witches in front, please. And then crossbows over there to shoot things that come our way. I guess we can give that a go. Oh great, there's a cannon right in front of us. Alright, get on that as fast as possible. Otherwise there's a mortar and stone thrower back there. They can't really target anything for now, so okay, we've just got to deal with this. If it had to shoot something, what would we want it to shoot? The Hydra ideally, but we're not going to be able to get it around there, so I guess I'll just force feed the chariot. You'd have to be pretty unlucky for it to one-hit kill the chariot, so I'll just move you to here with the hope you can then charge it, survive the shot, ram into it. Can I get a flank, do you think? Can I go a bit further forward and twist? Like so. So it's there. That's clearly a flank. Can I draw a straight line from me to it? Yes. Can I fit in there with my base, do you think? Oh, I might be a bit too long. I've got to be able to fit that rectangle in here. I don't think I can. I think I'm going to get stopped by the terrain. So just to be safe, it sucks that I'm going to be a front arc because it means I'm not going to be able to get some nice conga line charges going, but I can't risk not actually succeeding in charging the thing. Yeah, we'll just take the front one and be safe. Come the knights, I don't really care. I'd love for you to start shooting either the dragon or when it comes flying in, so I'll wait for it to move. Just pass a bunch. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 units. They still out unit me, but I've got more quality. You've moved to there. Can I get up there to flank them immediately with my speed? Possibly. Yes, I can. Alright. Immediately flank and execute the swordsman. Yeah, I can easily fit there. That's okay. Good. Okay, what I would love for you to kind of fly over and start hitting these backline artillery. So I guess you can just come forward and start shooting stuff. Yeah, we don't care about gold generation anymore, so just cripple the swordsman before I go in. Right, all of you packed in the back here. You're going to deal with that. They're going to come forward, but probably get... I don't know if they could fit through there, really. It's going to be a bit difficult for them. They're already gone. They're just... I think they've already tried their turn. It's hard to see. Yeah, they're meant to be either blue or red. They've moved. They got stuck behind their own guys. That was a bit stupid. Here, I'm still waiting for that to fly over so I can crossbow it, so I'm just going to have to move up. There we go. Okay, now I know where it is. Come over here. Well, don't move so far, you can't turn. Perfect. You can do some pretty nasty damage to this because of the minus saves. Yeah, 4 wounds instantly. Would you like to learn what dragon tastes like, Bernie? So if I just stand here, it's the only thing that can charge me, so it'll go straight in, which is fine. And I'll do 3 wounds and win. Hydra versus dragon, let's go. You're bombing my chariot, don't die in 1 hit. Okay, we took all but 1 of our wounds. Ouch. We did survive, so we can get on there and kill it. These are still to go, these are still to go. You'll contend with this. Have these all moved? I think so. So what I'd love to do is tuck myself into that little recess there. Can't make it blast. I'm going to have to spend a turn flying up to here. And then next turn I can get over there to start hitting their back line. What I could have done is I could have used Shroud to protect the chariot. I was a bit smarter about it. But, well, I'll use net and things like that later. Hex of Ruin, not this turn really. No, there's no point in doing anything else for now, so I'll just leave it. And then you start making your way over here. Okay, let's have some fun. You want to charge that? I don't mind. I'm going to kill your swordsman in exchange. Please defeat the chariot. I'll be very grateful. Yeah, this is all good. That giant's a fantastic target for you. They'll probably come forward, but I'm not that fussed about that. If you want to move into short range. 3's rerolling 1s. Pretty good. It's got a 3-up save because of the extra things, but I think it's down to... Yeah, I can easily volley it next turn. 2 turns to kill a giant's pretty fantastic. Pass a bunch. We don't care what they're doing. They're shooting... Ah, blast. I've moved it into range of the mortar. And it clipped. Okay, you got me there. Right, they've moved into, I would say a terrible position, but they're going to be able to intercept my poor witches there and I can't stop them, so instead I'll have you come up. I can't perform that flank because that chariot is actually going to be in the way. Well, they'll move out the way, in theory they should bugger off, so I should be able to fit, okay good. They'll break and run, presumably hopefully they don't get stuck here, and then I can fit into the side there easily enough. Other things to do. The trolls there are annoying because I'm not going to be able to flee the witches. Yeah, what I could in theory do is put you up there and flank the trolls to prevent them from killing my poor witches, which then allows me to, in theory, recharge the brutes, which is great. You can shoot that to death. You stayed where you are, which is a bit daft. I don't know why. Forward a bit. He's using Furious Charge on himself and his dragon. So Crimson Tail here is re-rolling all attacks. It's going to suck. And the only risk to learning here is if they kill it in the first turn. Might be unfortunate, but never mind. Nothing for you to do really. Just waiting for the mortar to inevitably shoot my poor crossbows. What on earth is this unit doing back here? Nothing really. Got nowhere to push. Yeah, bang. Okay. Yeah, I do lose 4 of them instantly. Ouch. It's like cock up on my part there. And they have used all of their stuff now, so you're now safe to position. So I'm going to use Greater Ruin on this, so we definitely don't lose. I fear their annoying abilities. Set the trolls. Okay, here we go. So the character gets to reroll his hits. 1 hit. It's only power 3 because I crippled them. And then Crimson Tail gets all 5 because of the wretched reroll. Doing 3 wounds. I live because of Greater Ruin. Can I do 3 wounds back and eat them? 3 hits, that's all I need. Ah, they rolled a 6 blast. They won. But they hold. Okay, now we'll eat you next turn. I'm at 4 wounds and you're at 1. Learny will taste dragon this day. That's big. Get out the way, please. Good, good enough. Well, it's actually kind of awkward. I don't know if it will allow me to do that. Can you defeat a cannon? You rolled a 1 and lost. Okay, I guess that the witches are going to have to deal with that for me. Oh, they were just repositioned. Well, I suppose if I charge everything in here as I wish, it's not really. I don't have to worry about it because you could do that one and you could do that one for me just to kill it. It's going to be a flank charge regardless of which unit I use. So yeah, let's just get rid of it when I can. Why not? Don't interrupt the honourable 1v1, please. Just leave learning the dragon to it. There we go. Off we go. Okay. Kill that. Can you do the last 3 wounds? Yes, perfect. We are very visible to that irritating mortar, so let's just get out of the way this turn. No, that mistake again. Pass a whole bunch because their shooting back here is completely pointless. That'll be the war chief using his war cry, increasing everyone's power. That'll be a concern. You don't matter. Unfortunately, I would swap these 2 around if I had discretion, so I could use their extra attacks here, but oh well. What I can do instead is I can use Greater Ruin on that one to make sure I definitely break it through them. You're then going to run away from anything that charges you. Okay, all these units packed in the back here that aren't really achieving anything, try and squeeze through. Are they still... It can still see me, because it must maybe something moved out of the way. Oh, my poor crossbows. I guess they did their job, they crippled both monsters. Want to just take the head on? Probably not a good idea. Do have better movement then. When you'd love to just charge. Can they draw a straight line from there to there? Yes, they can, annoyingly. If I wanted to do this and catch that unit, I'd probably do something like this. And the problem for me is that I can't draw a straight line from them. This wretched building. Let's try that. We'll charge the swordsman. Waiting around here's getting a bit silly. They rally, we'll deal with that later. Right. Combat, please. Can Learny defeat the Hydra? 1 move for the character, that's okay. And then Crimson Tail isn't going to kill me, hasn't hit me enough. There's 3. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Delicious. Dragon meat. 8 heads are better than 1. Can we break this unit of trolls on this turn? It would be convenient. Let it flanks before they can hit me back. Good hits from Windmane here. Okay. Just despite me, they're all amazing. And it's a draw because of how poorly we did. Oh, you're in trouble. You're absolutely dead. This is dead. Cool. No damage this to us. And then here's the more important one. Lots of damage. And then they're 6 at 5s, you're rolling 6s because of the hole. Yeah, that's them finished. There's Anne Brutes left. Amazing they get to somehow stay on the field. Yeah, you're the most dead of anyone ever. Let's just finish off all of these pesky units. You could charge the swordman head on. I guess I don't mind. They're not really going to be able to beat you, are they? I just use any useful spells you have left to be used. Is now a good time. Kind of hoping you'd break them, and then if they didn't roll like 5, 5, 6, and then you could run away. Perhaps not. Okay, so we're going to have you turn and shoot. This would ordinarily be quite a bit more devastating, though I've lost a couple crossbows. And I guess I'll have you wrap around there eventually. More damage onto these knights, because they're definitely going into the Hydra next. Well, unless I threw this unit into them first to block, effectively. And even then I'm not going to be able to do it, because they're going to hit me first. Well, no, they were the last ones to charge, because they didn't... Well, no, I did all of these, didn't I? Oh, God, they're still able to hit me. They threaded an amazing needle. Well done. You're obviously going to lose this combat, so let's get you ready up here to seek vindication. It's going to be a flank rather than a rear. Can I do any better? Just go straight forward and then twist at the end. A bit less. Can't see them yet. 0.3. Okay, I can now see them. That's still a rear charge, but worth a try. Don't use it on 4 swordsmen, please. Any spells you want to use now while you have the chance? Shroud, not particularly. Could have been using that all blasted game on the crossbows, just haven't. I picked it up and never cared about it. Net someone. You've been netted despite the fact you've already moved, so completely pointless. There you go. Well, let me guess, you somehow do better this turn into the trolls than last turn. There's one more wound. Surely they kill you. Yeah, very dead. Lose a witch to the character can fight backwards, which is a tad annoying, but they're still all dead, so don't worry about it. Just holding space to speed these up, they're not going to survive this. Block of 21 witches from Rage and Tuts. And then he's going nuts on this swordsman unit. They lose, surprise, surprise. Gets the charge first. If he charges, he'll hit the Hydra first, which means I can't intercept. If not, I could probably send you into the back or take a juicier target, but you'll have to do that instead. Oh, you've been double hit, and I can't save you. Ouch, this might hurt quite a bit. And I can't fit into base contact with that, so I can't even engage them if I wanted to. Well, this is great. What a great turn. Okay. You're going to turn around, which is quite irritating. Can I get... Well, I'm not going to be able to get anyone over here to catch them now, so we might as well just start moving you this way. That wretched terrain piece is going to slow me down quite a bit, it seems. Yeah, right there. Well, I guess I could I could hit this unit in the flank and front to do a lot of damage. You can just stand there and take them. And you are stuck. There's no way you're going to be able to get past any of this while all this is happening. Yeah, you kill the weaker unit, I'm not fussed. Over here, how am I going to get onto these guys back now? Oh, well, they'll probably rally, so it's worth shooting at them. You might not be long for that. Might be enough to finish Lerny there. Too many attacks in one turn. So just in case, we'll move you into the rear arc of this knight unit. So they're still running, which is convenient. And you can just, I don't know, maybe thread the needle there and shoot those. Oh, they're foot knights. They're the more elite ones. I hadn't even realised. Okay, let's see the damage. 6 hits and then power 4, so 2 wounds from rat units. Good hits back, doing some good damage. I'll still lose combat. Do I die is the question. No, I'm alive on a wound. As long as you don't fail a distance check, we hold on. Okay, you run, but you're alive, so you can rally and regenerate. Got a bit scary for him for a moment there. I won't blame you. You can then kill those. Right. Okay, so you can counter, and then when you've been countered... Oh, it's a front blast. Okay, you're on your own, guys. Sorry. You have to move into the next turn. Oh, I didn't see that one there. Okay. Get to... Well, I have my extra attacks, and I should actually win that, theoretically. Still killing my witches, which just makes it easier for me to position around this guy. If you killed a couple more, I would have appreciated it. It would have made my getting around even easier. I'd have to be content with this instead. Okay, I'm getting bombed to death here. Back in action. Better go Hydra. Their units rally, so we'll win on this flank eventually and push through. Revenge on that mortar. Take a couple of shots. It's a pain in the ass to hit because it's you suffer an inherent -1 because of the protected crew. It always counts as mine. Always counts as being in cover. And my completely untouched unit of witches here, which is stuck forever. You can benefit from. I could use both in one turn where I'm so inclined. That's probably a bit overkill. They're going to break the unit of knights, no problem. Although I don't get many attacks, so yeah, let's go. Let's go nuts. Let's just kill them all, then we can go to the knights later. There we go, maxed out. Offensive mastery and curse standard. Exploit weakness. Oh, they do nasty damage to the trolls there. That sucks. Didn't expect them to do quite. Oh, they really hammered. Okay, we held, which is great because now I can flank them. Okay, the character nearly wiped them out single-handedly. Apparently I overcompensated. Here, the Shades will win this by sheer volume of attacks. When it charged, you can counter and then actually flee. I guess it's and then the Hydra can more effectively counter charge later on. You're going to charge the wolf for the specific intention of not getting completely bombarded by this over and over again. Should be able to get Lerny into the flank. Don't care about that. Just shoot them and move out the way of the Hydra, please. They can still see a unit to... Oh, they can see you now. Ow. The enemy has cast rock. It's rather effective. Exploding death ball was also pretty good. Okay, here we go. To the side. Otherwise, you're still stuck here. Just sit there and cheerlead the guys in combat, I guess. Can we win now? There you go. They flubbed a hit roll. We've got them. Still alive, but terrible discipline. So you can't roll a 1. Get rid. Finally push on to the annoying backline stuff. Probably would have been better off kind of thinking long term here. Sacrificing one of the unit of witches to allow the trolls there to charge me all those turns ago and then just put the Pegasus onto these. Because, I mean, I wasn't able to use both unit witches effectively anyway, so you might as well just let one go and then you can get a lot more effective work done. You can beat that and then you can beat that. Right, you're still shooting at me. Fine, just makes positioning easier when they're a smaller unit. We are not able to reach them this turn, but next turn... Many of them left either. Still running, so they'll go up that way, that's fine. Also still running, so they'll leave the field. Here, just start coming around. Firing the crossbows for whatever reason. Now this job a little bit easier. Kill off a few swordsmen. Away they go. 8 attacks, 7 hits, killing 5, not bad. That was supposed to be a defensive unit there, foot knights. Just losing instantly. Don't you charge. Hey! I need those. Fine, flee them again. So you can charge that one instead, and when they go across, the noble and the spearman can flank. Can't reach anything here yet, but 1 or 2 turns away. We're coming for you. You can't possibly stop all of this. Say that, this is going to hurt. Yeah, that unit's dead already. Okay, you got me. You up here to reach those. Get into the flank if you wanted. If you're still there. And I'm going to move on to the bigger unit of witches, which is fine. There's enough attacks left here to finish it off. Get 2 turns to get to that mortar. And everyone else is basically done, because you're just going to do this and flank that. I'm not going to shoot, because I want to leave enough turns for me to get here and kill these, because I'm feeling very petty and annoyed by them. The amount of damage they've done to me. They hold, makes no difference. Okay, I can only kill one of them irritatingly. In fact, let's kill you super hard in that case if I have to only pick one. So you would die, and the next turn we'd be on. You can use enemy units like this as kind of impromptu cover by getting into combat so they can't target you. Then you can conga combat from one to the other. The rest of it doesn't matter, these aren't relevant. It only draws a combat, which is, for us, it's technically a win. And it dies, it takes what, 11 to 14 wounds, which is great. Well, I say 14 wounds, it actually takes 14 plus. So it takes 16 wounds, dies 3 times over. So we're just killing the crew and then torturing them excessively in vengeance for what they've done. Seeing that, the crew of the mortar promptly decided that maybe it's time to go. Good decision. I just had the Hydra chase them down afterwards. There's no way they can outrun it. Lernie is always hungry. Almost as hungry as we are for gold. A successful slaver run, showing the sheer potency of collecting individuals for involuntary work-based purposes. So gold earned, gold spent, so you can keep a record of that. I don't know whether or not anyone's ever, if you've got higher numbers than that in any of your runs, let me know. That's pretty impressive for me. Otherwise, who's MVP? Surely the witches killed the most. Wow, 326. That's also pretty great. If you have a better number than that as well, let me know, because that's... I can't immediately recall a higher value. I've definitely never hit 400 or anything. You did well. Lenny's more of a tank unit than dealing damage. He does a couple of wounds here and there, eventually wins combats, and then things run away. He doesn't do catastrophic damage, but obviously a massively valuable unit in the campaign for sheer resilience. Chariots are chariots, they do what they do. I'm not fond of them, but never mind, we make do. Crossbow, you did fantastically as well, lots of high damage. So yeah, witches are great, hydras are great, crossbows are great. So the 3 units we started with were the best 3, and everyone else was just kind of supplementary. So you can take more witches earlier on if you wanted stronger forces. That's the end of that. Thank you very much for watching our Darkborn Priestess playthrough. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, please do like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and I do appreciate it. If you have any ideas for kind of other SOVL thematic based runs that you'd like to see, or just any characters or factions in general, then by all means please do drop a comment down in the comment section. I do take the time to stop and read them all, so anything you leave will be seen. Or if you just want to have a chat with me and others, that's great too. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.